And welcome back to this week's episode of the Broken Kid Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about a real pressing issue. We had some of you go ahead and send in some questions, which I am very excited to answer. Now, this is just my take on it, and it's not the one that everybody has been wondering if the election was rigged or if the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was rigged. No. This has been a question in the making for the last 4 months. Ever since everyone out there, which I hope everyone has seen Deadpool and Wolverine, I hope everyone has. Here is the question. How does Wolverine in the movie Deadpool and Wolverine hide his cowl? Where does he put it? Because everybody knows that in the bar scene, if you pay close attention, you do see that he's wearing his normal people clothes. But then, when you see him go to the TVA, you do see him put on these boulder pads. And then the thing that everybody was wondering about was, are we going to see the mask? And if so, what is it going to look like? Well, a lot of us didn't expect to have questions. One of the questions remaining unanswered was, how did he pull that out of nowhere? Now, here's one picture. Now, here's my take. My take is that somewhere in between getting him from the TVA office from the beer to the TVA office, that Deadpool might have kidnapped the guy who gave Deadpool his own new suit in Deadpool and Wolverine, which is the pedophile, the pervert dude who slaps Deadpool's ass and crotch. That's what we were. That's what I thought. I thought that he probably kidnapped him with his little Amazon Firefox device. That's what I thought. I thought he kidnaps him. He tells him, "Hey, put some shoulder pads on this guy. Put the shoulder pads on him, and also find a way to make a mask that goes on and off." I think this was all Deadpool's making. This is my theory, that Deadpool wanted to give the fans what they wanted. As he says, "Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good." Or fuck it, let's give them what they came for. That's my theory. And my second theory is that they were able to make a suit that is able to take the electricity from Wolverine's body that is constantly being made, because everybody has, electricity flowing through their body, albeit little. But what I think is the exception is that Wolverine has adamantium, which is kind of like a metal. So what I think is that it's able to conduct electricity, but also that it's able to keep it running or store it. So the mask runs on on some sort of technology that's able to be compressed and confined, and that's why he's able to reach back and it unfolds almost like a Optimus Prime. I don't think it's so much lazy writing as much as it is that. And I was thinking, because while I'm watching the movie, you can't help but notice how much Ryan Reynolds loves that dog. Now, he might just fuck it. I'm sure there's an uncut version of it where it shows them doing like a porno scene, because he's even told that she's 90% G-spot. Now, here's my thing. I was looking into it because I thought, can a dog get pregnant? Because we all know that Deadpool in the comics, he's very sexual. He goes, all over the place, and he's pansexual. And his sexuality is fluid. And that is awesome, because you know who else is fluid? Me in about 5 minutes when I have to go take a pee break. But the other thing is, I was wondering, can a dog get pregnant, or vice versa? Can a woman get pregnant by a dog? Can a dog get pregnant by a man? And I looked it up, on Google, and here's the part. There's gonna be a little screenshot of it. Now I'm wondering, why in the hell do we Why do we have the answer to that? Nobody is asking that. That's the real question here. Why do we have an answer to whether a woman or a dog can get pregnant by a human? Or a human can get pregnant by a dog? So that means that somebody had the question, so they set out on a journey to do it. To find out the answer. And when 3 months went by and they found out, I'm testing negative for dog babies. Nothing. And I looked it up, and they said that the sperm of the dog isn't viable enough to live inside of a human, or that the sperm of a male human isn't able to live inside of a dog, female dog. And I thought that was so fascinating. And everybody knows that there's two main reasons why a woman is gonna fuck a dog. A, she's gotta be attracted to it, or B, she's being coerced into it, and she's doing this online. Now, if Deadpool did want to do Dogpool or Peggy, he would be totally fine, and that's kind of alarming. So now you have two questions that have been answered. One that didn't ask to be. The first one was, but yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for our episode of this podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode, or maybe in 2 days I decide to drop one. I don't know. Depends. Maybe I end up committing suicide. Maybe I don't know. I should probably scratch that out. You know what I meant.